Welcome to GESARA for Dummies. It is April 30, 2025. Let's look at today's news from Professor William Liebenberg, prepared by Martin Stein. Please like, share and subscribe. Join our Telegram group in the comments below. Thank you. Let's go. The GESARA Law. SpaceX completes its 50th mission of 2025, launching a Falcon 9 rocket carrying 23 Starlink satellites, including 13 equipped with direct-to-cell capability. Trump says he'd take over as Pontiff. I would like to be the Pope. Then he got serious and mentioned Cardinal Dolan of New York. Many think he is just making random insane jokes, but in reality he is not. What very few understand is that Donald Trump has the exchequer powers. Trump said, "Pope. I'd like to be the Pope. That would be my number one choice." He is playing chess with the cabal on another level, a 5D level. The African Renewal Movement calls for an end to black economic empowerment, basic education laws amendments, and national health insurance, to unite the nation. South Africa has to get rid of policies with race-related objectives that seek to divide us as a nation. That is the call from Mwande Kotso, the founder of the African Renewal Movement. In this interview with Biz News, he says, "We need to do away with all the current policies, black economic empowerment, affirmative actions, the basic education laws amendment, and the national health insurance, all the things that seek to divide us, and look at more what needs to unite us." Kotso says, the initial high hopes that the government of national unity would make a difference in the lives of ordinary citizens are being dashed, because the two major players are fighting amongst each other. He says for South Africa to go forward, we need a clear definition of what the government is, and what opposition is. And I believe that the current setup doesn't allow that. His arrangement is derailing us as a nation. Slamming the budget impasse and the proposed VAT hike, Kotso says, it shows a government that has run out of ideas and concepts on how to take the country forward. This black chap just obliterated the South African ANC government. Black, brown, Indian and white are rising up together against the evil Marxist system of the ANC government in South Africa. BRICS GESARA Nations Alliance. Russia and Cuba sign anti-sanctions declaration. Lavrov and the Cuban First Minister agreed to counter and mitigate the negative consequences of the West's sanctions. Joint declaration, sealed at BRICS Summit in Brazil. 134 countries and currency unions, representing 98% of global gross domestic product, are exploring a central bank digital currency, known as CBDC. In May 2020, that number was only 35. Currently, 66 countries are in the advanced phase of exploration development, pilot, or launch. Every G20 country is exploring a CBDC, with 19 of them in the advanced stages of CBDC exploration. Of those, 13 countries are already in the pilot stage. This includes Brazil, Japan, India, Australia, Russia, and Turkey. All original BRICS member states, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are piloting a CBDC. Since last year, BRICS has actively promoted developing an alternate payments system for the dollar. It is important to note, there are two types of CBDCs, one good, and the other one bad, as shown in the two systems, one cabal, and the other alliance payment systems. Brad Garlinghouse announced that Ripple has successfully partnered with 100 banks to utilize XRP for global payments. The decentralized finance sector, on XRP Ledger, is on the verge of a major breakout. Cloud Token Framework, also known as a CTF, the leading decentralized finance asset on XRP Ledger, is gaining serious momentum, backed by partnerships with Amazon and Walmart. A potential $20 billion market cap could drive the CTF token from its current price of 92 cents to a staggering $748.50 per token. The total supply is only 119 million tokens, extremely limited. The utility of XRP Ledger is real, and momentum is building fast. XRP ETFs are beginning to be interfaced with the new digital asset-based trading system. This is a game changer, and a transitional move for the markets. The creation and redemption process of ETFs could enhance overall market liquidity for XRP, making it easier to buy and sell the asset. Ripple, the company behind XRP, has been actively working to integrate XRP into its RippleNet network, which is designed to facilitate faster and cheaper cross-border payments between banks and payment providers. The potential for XRP To be used as a liquidity bridge in this network, could further boost its utility and adoption, says ETF.com. The escrow, guarantees XRP, and the XRP ledger, will remain in control of the US or other regulated bodies. A strong escrow means, once prices go up, market manipulation is managed, in other words, bad actors simply buying up all supply, to force price instability. No other token enjoys such a position. Unfortunately, people who only look at tokenomics, and don't really appreciate the real-world problems XRP is solving, will see escrow as simply a risk and a dilutive potential. David Schwartz just changed his profile picture to military fatigues. Let that sink in. The chief technology officer of Ripple, the architect of the XRP ledger, is now publicly dressed for war, wearing US Army tags, and a black star above his head. He knows exactly what he's doing. This isn't cosplay. This isn't marketing. This is a signal to the people paying attention. Entering the endgame. The old financial system is collapsing in slow motion. The new rails, XRP, real-world assets tokenization, central bank digital currencies, cross-border liquidity hubs, are firing up in the background. Global debt, derivatives, and settlement risk are coming to a head. And Schwartz just told you without saying a word. It's time. Not just preparation time, deployment time. XRP isn't a meme. It isn't a trade. It's the financial neutron bomb that's been waiting decades for the right moment to activate. Strap in. MasterCard adds crypto stablecoin settlement support for merchants, banks in the economy. 11 states recognize gold and silver as U.S. currency. Which states are they? Key points. Louisiana lawmakers are considering legislation to recognize gold and silver as legal tender. 11 states already recognize gold and silver coins as legal tender. Several other states have considered or passed similar legislation in the past. While Louisiana passed a law acknowledging gold and silver coins as legal tender in 2013, this new legislation may expand upon or clarify the existing law. Louisiana may soon start accepting gold and silver as currency if proposed legislation is enacted by legislators in the Louisiana legislature. Gold will destroy the global fiat system. Whether you like it or not, gold and silver will obliterate the cabal's fiat system in totality. Currency wars. The International Monetary Fund, also known as the IMF, warns World Economic Order is experiencing major reset. That sums up your Wednesday news. See you tomorrow.